To learn at what pace he wants to learn. That is how the instructions are given. Whereas in a traditional classroom, the instructions, as individual instructions as well as group instructions, are based on the teacher's method of teaching. Self-chosen activities. In Montessori, a child is free to choose his work based on his own abilities and interests. Whereas in the traditional approach, they follow a strict curriculum. It is rigid and there is no scope for a very limited scope to identify the child's interests. Mixed age grouping in Montessori classroom is a very unique feature because we have older children and younger children, wherein there is a collaboration established where older child often guides and teaches the younger child. This is not present or absent in a traditional approach method of teaching because there we have the same age group classroom, so there is no collaboration. This collaboration is discouraged between the students. Cognitive development, Montessori methods or materials, activities, they all focus on the cognitive and social development of a child, not just in academics but also the social skills. Montessori materials are very attractive for a child. They are self-teaching and self-correcting. The child can formulate his own concepts with those materials. He can identify his own errors and can correct them also. Whereas in a traditional approach, a teacher is often required to identify a child's error where he has gone wrong and correct it. Flexible learning timing. In a Montessori school or a Montessori education system, a child is free to pursue the work or the activities based on his interests at his own time. There is no time. It is not a time-based system where you have rigid time to be followed. Whereas in a traditional approach, yes, we have a rigid time frame where they follow a strict time schedule. In Montessori, the most important feature, apart from the normal curriculum, children are taught how to take care of themselves as well as the environment surrounding them. This is totally absent in the traditional approach because their main focus is only on the academics. In Montessori school, parents play a very important and active role in the learning process of the child. They collaborate with the teacher on a regular basis and take part in the learning, and how they can provide a learning environment or the same learning environment for a child at home. In the traditional approach, the parent's role is limited as a fundraiser, or just he does not collaborate with the teacher, he just gets the feedback. So we've seen the differences between a Montessori and a traditional school education system. Now we'll see the two benefits. Reduces anxiety. Now how does Montessori education system reduce anxiety in a child? The child is free in a Montessori school. The child is free to choose his work based on his interest or his abilities. He can go on and take his own time to learn any activity, or he can go on his own pace of learning. So this reduces anxiety to a large extent. Reduces repetitive questioning. A child goes to the Montessori materials, which are very attractive, and he formulates his own concepts. He understands the concepts himself repeatedly by doing it on a repetitive basis, or as well as he identifies his own errors, he corrects them himself. So this also reduces repetitive questioning to the teacher. Increases motor skills. A Montessori classroom is not a normal classroom where children sit and learn all the time. It is a classroom where children's child is free to move about. He can go about activities, whatever interests him at that particular time, and he can do it at his own pace. This improves his motor skills, not only gross fine motor skills as well to a large extent. Eliminates boredom. It's very important to engage a child for a long time, and Montessori materials are such that they are so attractive. A child wants to learn or wants to try those materials. So, and plus there is no fixed time to try out any materials. If a child wants to do one particular activity, he can do that for as long as he wants, and then he can move on to the next activity. So this eliminates his boredom. Engaging a child for a long time in one particular activity is not required. The self-teaching and self-correcting materials of Montessori, it improves the self-worth and self-esteem of any child, and it instills in him or her a sense of discipline and self-confidence. Since parents play a very important role in the teaching process of the child, learning process in Montessori, this improves the family interaction between the parent and the child. The parent is he knows what the child is learning in school, how he has to provide the same environment at home. So this brings a lot of good social interaction between the family members. So yeah, just to sum up whatever we discussed so far or whatever I have presented, Montessori is a progressive teaching method. I won't say it is better, but yes, it is different from the traditional approach. It is the way forward and it is better in a good way.